The following review has been approved by Lord Carnage and the best of Classic Game Room. Welcome to Classic Game Room, where I bring you the review of another wacky kart racing game. This time it's LEGO RACERS on the N64. It's not very often that you hear the words LEGO video game and challenging in the same sentence, but here you go, it's LEGO RACERS from 1999 on the Nintendo 64, a challenging LEGO kart racing video game. Before LEGO became the largest toy company in the universe, they just made Legos, which have always been awesome, and a bunch of crappy video games. LEGO RACERS is a kart racing game where you build a little LEGO vehicle and put your LEGO guy in there and race through a bunch of championships. It's like Mario Kart with Legos. I'm sorry, LEGO. It's plural and singular at the same time. Using Mario Kart 64 as a template, this game is pretty much exactly what you would expect it to be. With LEGO, there's a bunch of ridiculous tracks, and there's championships that you'll unlock as you race through the game. There's offensive and defensive power-ups laying on the road, and silly music that complements the driving. But what I didn't expect is the difficulty. It's actually an extremely challenging game, requiring a great deal of practice, track memorization, and, of course, LEGO building skills. No, actually, you really don't need that. If your goal in life is to be a master builder, this LEGO game won't really help you. Sadly, the building tools are limited. That's the most disappointing part of the game. But given the fact this was released in 1999 on the N64, it's also on the PlayStation and Game Boy, it's not too bad. I just can't build the car that I really want to, a fire-breathing El Camino with those LEGO rockets that are really cool. Instead, you pick a template and then throw a few blocks on there and maybe a flag, and that's about it. It doesn't make any real difference on how your kart handles. The key to winning is repeat gameplay and figuring out the best way to cheat. Like most silly kart racing games, driving well is only half the battle. Driving like an asshole is the other half. One thing that's pretty neat here are the stackable power-ups. Those white bricks can be collected, and they increase the power of the other bricks. The green ones are speed, red is offensive power, blue is safety, and yellow is offensive power behind you. You'll want to experiment with those and try to find some shortcuts. The other drivers are dirty. Don't expect any goody-goody LEGO behavior here. This is before they made games where you instantly win. Performance-wise, it would be nice if the game ran smoother. It doesn't. It's a bit jerky, definitely not up to Mario Kart 64 standards. But that's like the best of the best. LEGO RACERS is better than I expected. But is it a game that you want to play today? Is it a game that you can enjoy with the family? Because all kids love LEGO. I would say that if you can find it cheap, it's worth a shot. There's also a PC version out there. You can play single player or two-player split screen. It doesn't do anything objectionable. The game's only real flaw these days is that it's dated. There's better kart racing games out there and more advanced LEGO games, but for a 1999 release, Rego my ego. This one's alright, but I've got a Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to send all the way to Tim from Zanesville, Ohio. Thank you, Tim, for sending Rego RACERS. It's rare to see a LEGO game without another license on top of it, like Star Wars or Harry Potter these days. Fortunately, this one is cheap if you love LEGO and the N64. It's LEGO RACERS. The Best of Classic Game Room is now on DVD, Blu-ray, and Hyper Laser Vision album set. Rego ma ego.